Hey guys, Ozzy here, and welcome to Ozpinions, a repository for my Ozpinion on television series, animes, products, and streaming services. Please stay tuned for more content.
Hey guys, I wanted to come in and rank the 10 seasons of American Horror Story in my opinion for you. So, if you guys don't mind, kick back and watch the show. Hope you guys like it. In the number 10 position, we have Roanoke. This one takes place in the colony of Roanoke in Virginia. It's supposed to be the telling of what happened prior, as well as a new retelling where a reality TV show is shot at the old Roanoke plantation and things go awry. Personally, it's back here in the position that it is because to me, the story just wasn't that strong and it felt very rushed in most places, like they were trying to cram too much information in, but not in a good way. We get to double header or double feature, which is number 9. This one is about the beginning is about vampires in Providencetown, and then it switches to aliens. I just felt very taken out of the story when it switched from one thing to another, and felt like neither story was ever lived up to its full potential because it just wasn't allowed to be fully explored. It was just gone through so quickly. I thought they could have done a much better job with this, especially the premises that were presented. At number 8, we have Hotel. Hotel, I liked a lot of the characters in. I just felt that the acting wasn't as strong. This is about a hotel in California where people go and stay, and sometimes the hotel kills them, and the people that live at the hotel are all like ghosts. It was really good. There was a lot of information there. They were all kind of trapped there and everything, but it just, the acting wasn't as strong as I felt it could have been with the actors that were in the show. At number 7, we come to American Horror Story Murder House, which was the very first American Horror Story about a family who moves into this beautiful house where murders have taken place and the house is haunted. People who die there cannot leave. Another in the same vein as the last one. This one was really good. It had some very shocking things to it as we started getting into it, but I just felt that being that it was the first one, not everything was as polished as it could be. It took them a while to get to that polished state. Next, we have 1984. This is about a summer camp where a serial killer is killing people, and this is years after a serial killer had gone and killed people at this camp before. It involves a night stalker, a lot of stuff going on. This one, I didn't feel the connection to the characters like I did in most others, so therefore it made it to number 6. Just because the characters didn't feel as fleshed out as I thought they could have had them, so I wasn't as into it. I wasn't as absorbed. At number 5, we have Freak Show. Now, Freak Show I liked a lot. The only reason why it's here is the other ones were just so much better. Freak Show is about a carnival freak show back in the 50s down in Jupiter, Florida, and it's the characters who are in there. So it was really cool to see these people going about what they want to have for a normal life, but being taken advantage of and being used in such an awful way, and then getting their comeuppance and coming back at the people. So that's why it made it here to number 5. It just, again, wasn't as polished as some of the other ones on here. Number 4, we have Cult. Now, Cult, as it came on, was very, very in the now. Everything that was going on in the world, Cult followed. The whole Trump thing, I don't want to get into it, but y'all know what happened. So this was very on the nose when it happened. I felt that the writing was awesome. All the characters that were developed really well. The twists that were put in were very good and apropos. I just thought this one was a really good example of what they could do with American Horror Story, but the other ones on here just shine that much more because of it. Apocalypse, the number 3. This one is here because it continued a story that I was already in love with, Coven. It was going back and telling the story of what happened after an apocalyptic event, a nuclear war, and the rising of the Antichrist, and the witches going to take the Antichrist down and going through everything. It even continued Murder House to an extent. So it was very good, and I thought that the writing was awesome, the character development was awesome, so it just really deserves to be here at the number 3 spot. And then before that we have Coven. Coven at the number 2 spot definitely belongs there. This is how the story began. This is where we learn about the witches and how they're still living today and the things that they're doing, and how a Supreme becomes who she is and how she takes over and works her magic. The character development on this was awesome. Each character almost had their own episodes. It really developed quite a bit. That's why it was able to span so much and go through multiple seasons. That's why it made it to number 2 for me. Then we get to our number 1 pick, which is Asylum. And for me, Asylum was the perfect season. It takes place at a Massachusetts insane asylum, as they used to be called. And the characters that are there are just, some of them are there not by their own choices. Some of them really need to be there. There was so much going on in this. So good. This encapsulated pretty much a lot of religious and a lot of phobias that were out in the world and still going on. So this one just shined as a shining example of apropos media. At least that's my opinion. I don't know. You guys have to come up with your own. Hey guys, if you haven't already, please go down to the bottom and click that thumbs up like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, would you please consider subscribing to the channel? And then, if you did both of those things, would you also go down and find that notification icon? It looks like a bell. Click on that and you'll get notified anytime I upload new content. Guys, I love shooting these videos for you, and I hope to be doing this for a long time coming. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Ozzy out. Bye.